Okay, we're live. Our first ever live. Better get that power cord. Ba, 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 ba. Plug. We need a plug. Power. We need that. Okay. Power. The power. We got bar. Hey everybody, Uncle Drew's first ever live. Really gotta learn how to use live feature in the camera, so bear with me here. I'm gonna try and figure out how to it's trying to reconnect again. All right, I think we're connected. We're live. We're live. All right. We'll get it. We'll figure it out. Oh, I just realized how close I was to that barbecue. It's never good. Let's turn that down. All right. Now we'll figure out how to chat. All right, I'm seeing a thumbs up. Thumbs up. I'm assuming that means you can hear me. Is that right? Is that a thumbs up? You can hear me? Now, if I could figure out how to work the comments in here, it would be even better. There's buttons, but I don't want to start pushing buttons and then disconnect, and I don't want to fall into that barbecue because that is almost 500 degrees right now. Already. Now comments. I think I got to push this one. Little message. Okay. All would be appreciated. My first ever live. And I chose something really easy, barbecue. So that way I could focus on the camera and making sure this is working, because barbecuing is fairly easy. And I gotta learn where these comments are gonna come up. Okay, I think we're good there. Okay. All right, cool. I think we're working. We're in business. All right. Step one, we're gonna be cleaning the barbecue, the grill, before we throw on our steak, but I'll show you what we got tonight. Hang on. Check out the size of that rib. I've got the sun eyes coming from that direction over there, but check that out. Can you see that okay? The shadow. Just season that up with some nice salt and pepper right now, but I'll set that aside over there. And then I'll angle you down. Check out. So I clean my grill. I take an onion and whoops, I went too far. So onion, chop an onion in half. And we're just going to simply rub that over the grill. And it cleans everything. And I brought the wrong fork outside, so it's not long enough to go all the way in, but it'll be good enough. We'll get in there. Yep. It's also adds some flavor to the grill, which is good. Nice and fresh. And then I'll use my tongs to go all the way into the back. I'll give it one more fresh onion. So that's how I clean my grill. But that's cleaning my grill before I put the steak on there. I do clean it as much as possible as well. Okay, good. we got that. We're gonna bring our corn back down to the lower level. We're gonna close that up for a moment and let the grill get nice and hot again. Crank up our heat. We wanna make sure we put that steak on a piping hot grill. All right, I'm seeing a first comment. It looks like it's from Off the Rails. It looks like Rob Cernabori is on there as well. That's great. Appreciate the comments, gentlemen. What's for dinner? I'll show this to you off the rails. That's a nice rib steak. You can check that out. See that guy right there? Yeah. It's a fairly fantastic size. It's a nice cut. And what's even better is I got that on sale. And I think some people know how much I enjoy finding things on sale. I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. All right, we got our temperature climbing. Our temperature is climbing high and fast. We're just approaching 400. We passed 400. I'm going for 500 plus on the temperature chart, 500 plus. We'll get there in a moment. This way, when that steak hits the grill, it's piping hot and we'll get a nice sear on it. Season it up with a little bit of salt and pepper. All right, I may have to reposition the barbecue. Not today, mind you, because I'm way too close to this thing right now for the temperature that it's at and where the camera's at. All right, Off the Rails. Good job, great job. Thank you. I appreciate that, Off the Rails. I wonder what your name is. Off the Rails. That's a great name, Off the Rails. Love that name. All right. I'm sure that means you can see the barbecue. We're almost at 500 and piping hot. So that way we can get our steak on the grill. Questions, feel free. Keep throwing them out in the chat. Don't be shy. All right. Now I even have some smoking chips in that grill as well, left over from when I was grilling ribs the other day. We had hickory smoke chips in there. Mind you, with the ribs the other day, those smoking chips caught fire. I had a big fire out here going on, and if I were live that day, that would have been an adventure. Right out of a movie. I was coming outside with cups of water. Anyways, looks like we're hot and we're good to go. Oh yeah, we're hot. We move our corn. So you can even see I took the lazy way out with my corn on the cob tonight. I left it right. I didn't peel it back. I didn't shook it. Is that what we say? We shook the corn? I didn't shook anything. I didn't shake it either. Okay. This is what we all came for. This hot grill. And we're gonna get our steak on there. I hope you can hear the sizzle when this thing hits the grill. So I've seasoned with just salt and pepper. We're gonna make sure we get everything off that dish and we haven't missed any. Now, another good point to remember is I took this steak out of the fridge about 15 minutes ago because we want it to come up to temperature. We don't want to be putting stone cold steak on a hot grill like that. But check this out so you can see this up close. Look at all the marbling in this steak. This is amazing. Right? There is tons and tons of marbling in this cut of meat. It's going to add to the flavor. Okay, here we go. Let's get that sizzle. Oh yeah. We'll bring you in for a closer look. Right, bring it right in so you can check that out nice and close. And hopefully that camera doesn't fall right on the barbecue. That would be a little upsetting to say the least. So I'm gonna leave that steak on there right now for about 90 seconds. But I'm gonna close that top up. We can keep that heat at the highest temperature possible. Now, some say leave the barbecue, do the work. Work, barbecue, work. I'm the one who's doing the work. Anyone have a timer? I'm looking at the timer. 1 minute. I got smoke in my eyes. Anyone have any questions? You guys have any questions? on me grilling a steak. Appreciate you watching Uncle Drew Can Cook. Uncle Drew on the barbecue is something else. Right, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Move our corn back up top shelf. Close that back up. Some get tempted to touch the steak. Not I. Okay, we just passed the 1 minute mark, so we'll give this one turn. Excellent. See, we've got a few grill lines on there. Looking good. Boom. Thank you, Off the Rails. Boom. You can get a triple boom shortly, Off the Rails. Good to hear from you, Off the Rails. Haven't seen your name in a while. Okay. There's not much to do with the steak grilling, is there? Had a little adventure here today in Uncle Drew's Can Cook kitchen. Close that up. See where we're at on temp wise. Looking nice. Give that steak another minute. Oh, what happened this morning, I was sitting there very early out here where I'm at. We had a massive storm. I wouldn't know it by the blue skies right now, but the massive storm, and my house got struck by lightning while I was sitting there having a coffee, and it seems like it struck right next to where I was sitting, because I literally jumped right out of my chair. Two light fixtures, they exploded, the bulbs, and I'm no wizard by any means on that end, but two lights exploded. That was really incredible. Never had that happen before. So the next two things that are going to happen to me now are I'm probably going to get a hole-in-one golfing, and I'm probably going to win the lotto jackpot. All right, we're going to take another look. One little turn here. We're going to turn down our flame too. It's looking excellent. Now, since we had our nice sear on there, we just turned down the flame a little bit. Exactly, Off the Rails. Exactly. It was it was startling to say the least. I think my words were included something off the rails. They were certainly off the record. That's what happened there. Now I need to believe I need to find a different angle for the camera. Okay, let's check this out. Not much to do here. I like it. The barbecue's doing all the work. That's what's supposed to happen. Again, I'm going to turn. So I like my steak a nice medium rare. I like that nice sear on it, but I like it a nice medium rare. I'm going to move it away from the flame a little bit because I'm not trying to char it, but I do want to have some grill lines, because even though we're not at a restaurant, we've got to treat ourselves like we are at a restaurant or even working in a commercial kitchen. Whew, good smoke going on. So, see, we've got the fat that's dripping in. That's causing our flame. So if you have to, you can simply just move it off the flame for a little bit. Now, if you had a spray bottle, you can certainly put out a few of your little spots in here. I, of course, do not have a spray bottle with me. Now, if you like flame, great. Then you're doing well. Get some flame, it's okay. There you go. Our flame, we like that. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? You see Uncle Drew? I can't get too close to the flame. It's really hot. Uncle Drew's right over here. It's really hot. It's really hot. Grill's really hot. Now, put those onions back over there. We're not eating those onions, but I certainly like the smell of onions that are on the grill. And this is usually the time the neighbors come out when they start smelling things that are on Uncle Drew's grill. All right. It's an important time for our nice rib steak right here. We certainly don't want to burn it. We don't want to overcook it. We want that perfect steak. Now, we can take a look at our corn. See how this is doing too. Bring it down and kind of peel it away. See what we've got. Now look at that. Like nice. Look at that. Nice yellow corn, roasted. Just plain tonight. Nothing fancy. I had to do something easy I could put on the grill and not have to do much work. Perfect. I like that. It's going to be sweet. All right, we're grilling. It's actually a perfect night after that big storm. How do you guys like your steaks cooked? Anyone like medium rare? Anyone like medium? Does anyone go for a well-done steak? No. Because I believe everyone should get the steak how they choose. No judgment. Especially in Uncle Drew's kitchen, no judgment. All right, one more. It's really starting to look fantastic. I'll bring you in for a closer look again. Check this out right here. Check that out. Smells great. Smells great. There we go. I think the steak is going to be fantastic. So much flavor in there. Now, the beauty about going live, since this is the first live that I've done, thank you Off the Rails, I appreciate that, is since there's a timer right up here, I'm looking at it, I don't really need to pay too much attention to my steak besides that flame that is going through the steak right now. We don't want that. We're going to move it aside. Look at that. Oh, our corn is on fire. I just noticed that. We got a fire. We have a fire. We have a fire on our first live. It was on fire. Steak's looking good. Maybe I need a fire marshal out here when I'm barbecuing. Great. All right. We're going to turn that tank off. I'm going to move that aside. Yes, Off the Rails. We just had a fire. I need a fire marshal here or something. The corn was on fire. Can you believe that? So check out our nice, beautiful rib steak. Look at that other side. I certainly don't want to drop that. I'm just going to turn that close for a minute. Leave it finish and do its thing. Yeah, we had a fire. Did everybody see that? The corn was on fire. Our corn was on fire. It might still be with the amount of smoke that we're getting right now. It might be on fire again. This would not be a good way to start. Seeing you out here, your name, a jerk chicken that you did, man. The jerk chicken that I put out there, and that jerk sauce is incredible. Well, yeah, I'm glad you recommended that I make some jerk chicken back in the day, or the last couple. our corn. Our, fire. Yeah, this is not good. This is okay. I put out the fire on the corn. Thanks, I appreciate that on the jerk chicken. Steak out, they're done. Check out that nice rib steak. Put that aside. A second. Put that right over there. Bring our corn down to lower level number 1. Whew, that was close. We had a fire again on the first live. A beer, off the rails beer would be great. I think I still have a couple in the fridge. Let's check our corn, see how this is. Now that we've burned the F out of it. What do you guys think? But look, even though it's burned on the outside, look at the inside. Look at the corn on the inside. I'm gonna, you know what? My hands, these hands are kitchen hands. They have no feeling left in them, so I can pick this right up off the barbecue still with these kitchen hands. Okay, that's hot. I'm not gonna lie, that's hot. But they're kind of numb to pain after all the work that I've done in the kitchens over the years. But son of a, not as numb as I thought. We still have feelings. Where are my tongs? Here they are. Whew. Check it out. Love it. Love it. Sprinkle some beer on the meat graphics. You want me to put it back on the grill and sprinkle the beer on there? I could do that. Let me get a beer. This is gonna make off the rails go crazy when he sees beer. We got our beer. I'm gonna bring this back into view here. Our steak. And we'll sprinkle. This is one of my favorite types. No brand deals here. But let's get it on. I don't want to waste too much because I know all rails if he's seeing beef that didn't stay on the steak or drink it. He'd be upset. I'll set that aside. Okay, fire's out already, so I missed that one. We'll get it next time, though. We'll get it next time. But you know what? At least we cracked open a beer. That was a good comment. You made me crack open a beer. So just give that a minute on some heat. So I see Off the Rails now is asking me to put the fire out with the beer. But yeah, I get that too. All right, sprinkling on. Yeah, I get that graphics. Yep, good. Yep. Now, Off the Rails, did you mean drink the beer as well? This is just a little shotgun. This is a 2-sip. Okay, we're gonna take that right off now. This is gonna be good. Let's bring our corn back into play. I should be able to remove the husk right now. See, now we can touch that. Look at that, perfect little corn. All right, I think that's it for our first live, guys. We're good to go. Check this out. Check this out. We've got our beautiful rib steak. We've got our corn. Thanks for watching, especially graphics. Off the Rails. Appreciate you both being on here. Rob, earlier on, appreciate you too. Everyone else that may have watched already, appreciate all of you. But we'll get one going live inside on the next one, now that I know how to use the cameras and everything. Yeah, I know I should have, but I was trying to keep it as simple as possible out here tonight, graphics, because I didn't even know how to use the camera for a live. This is my first ever trying to figure it out, so I'm glad we kind of got through it with only a minor fire. But next time we'll be able to get back at it for real. All right, boys. Till next time, Uncle Drought. Boom. Now, how do I turn this off?